Okay, we have developed our situation through one of the scenarios that we were talking about in a previous video. What we've done is, well, before I even begin, I should say something, and that is this issue of marching on the road. Why is this even an issue? It's an issue because of It's an issue because of situations just like this, where we have two roads close enough to each other that both have opposing units entering on them, and the player hypothetically is told, well, should be, because of the proximity, right? And what's the criteria? Say it's within 12 hexes. That's just, ballpark. By the way, when you start to move your troops on this location over here, the enemy is going to be also coming on this location here. We're not going to say, I'm not going to tell you, Judge says, I'm not going to tell you anything more. Just that so you know, you're in March column, and all of a sudden somebody tells you, hey, the Yankees are, the opponent is also, half a mile away, not even, right? 500 yards away. Whoa, okay, that's really close. But you're in March column, you're dedicated to moving there. So when you enter the battle area, which we just give a huge, outline to, that's what this is, right? This is a segment of a perhaps larger battlefield, but this is it, 4 by 3 feet. You're coming in a March column. Soon as you enter, you can go any direction you want, but if you stay on the road to get the road bonus, you're technically, you're in March column. That's why you're able to move so well. If you don't get the bonus for the road, then that means you're not in March column. We'll just put it that way. It's not that you're deployed in line, but you're just not in March column. Maybe you're double, triple, something. But your men are spread out on the road and you're moving down the road's direction. Say you're partially deployed or something. So you know the enemy's coming, so you decide, okay, well, let's just use this avenue and we'll continue our movement, right? So you have to decide if you want to be in March column. So if you want to get that bonus, you're going to be in March column. Now, just before you end your space-time distance, in other words, the turn, you have to say, I'm deploying into line when I get to the end of my move. So he would say, okay, just so you know, Mr. Opponent, I'm moving down this road, and when my troops get to the end of their distance, they're going to be deployed into line. And the other person says, okay, same with me. I'm deploying into line formation, deploying into battle at the end of the March column move. Okay. Ergo, here's the issue. What if one of those units is cavalry? Well, are they marching? No, they're kind of moving pretty quick. They're trotting down the road in a road column or march column formation. It doesn't matter for cavalry to be deployed. Kind of not really, because the cavalry in their action of moving are pretty intimidating as they are. That's a lot of horses, right? We don't know how many right now. We'll call it a company, but it's enough to say to a regiment of 300 men, hey, that's, there's some horses coming down the road. And okay, right? Kind of intimidating. So the cavalry moves faster than the infantry, even though here we're rolling the dice to see what the ultimate distance is per turn of a thing moving. The cavalry is hypothetically going to move faster than the infantry. It's going to get to a distance faster than the infantry. So we say to ourselves, when it comes to a situation like this, where you have not physically what you see here, but where you have situations where troops are marching on the road and opposing each other, you say, okay, who moved the most in the turn?